So, this is a very new project. We're going to see how long until my mental capacity breaks down completely, and I might have a breakdown. Going to do a Senbazuru. Senbazuru? Don't know how to say it. I'm horrible at pronunciation on certain words. 1,000 cranes. 1,000 paper cranes. Legend has it, you fold 1,000 paper cranes, your wish comes true, granted upon you by the gods, old and new. Ha! That rhymed. So let's see. First take at it. Let's see how long it takes to make 10. And if it doesn't take that long, we might push forward. But minimum 10. I might tell a story as I try this. What color should I start with first? Lime green, obviously. So, all right, I'll time it. What kind of a story should I go along with this? And how to actually sit when I do this. So, today, I had a day off, which is very exciting. Seldom happens. But, had to do errands and stuff, and I was almost killed twice by two drivers. One male, one female. I was shocked on the male, because most of the times when I'm almost killed by a driver, it's by a female. But, the guy... I'll tell both stories as I fold. So the guy driver was, just being stupid in the parking lot. He was, like, waiting for a pickup to, like, pull out of a spot, but, like, didn't see me or something like that. I don't know, it was very strange. So, I pull around him, and he's just focused on this white pickup, just pulling out of the spot. But he's like in the middle of the entire, aisle, which just didn't make any sense. So I pull around, and then he starts to go. I don't even lay on my horn. I just literally stop diagonally in front of him, and he just looks at me like, "How dare you stop your car in front of mine?" And I look at him. When I look at someone and I'm pissed off, I do this like scowl thing. I also have a beard, which turns out it's very intimidating. So the guy was like all set to like flip me off, and he stopped mid putting his hand up. It was very entertaining because he knew he was an idiot, and he wasn't gonna mess with me because my beard is so threatening. So turns out he was going in the same exact spot I was going in, like same exact store. It was a bank, and he was at the ATM before I was, and he realized that I was standing behind him, and he was so nervous, and I was so proud of myself for not saying a single word, but somehow instilling so much fear into this idiot, because he was not paying attention to his surroundings. Most of the time, that's how, accidents come about. So, that was one particular incident. And the other incident, which actually happened before this incident for today, this girl, late teens, early 20s, I'm going to say early 20s, give her the benefit of the doubt, she was trying to pull out of the same parking lot, and she's not paying attention, not looking anywhere as she goes, and she sees that the other side of the highway is clear, but does not see the fact that I'm in a turning lane waiting to go in, so she almost T-bones me right on my side of the door. That took what? 4-ish minutes, roughly? Crap, I forgot the time. 4-ish minutes for one. We might do 5. Possibly just 5 today. Anyway, so she was being a poop face. We'll try not to curse in these videos. And then she gets so mad that I'm literally right in front of her that she just swerves right around me, and then she almost gets hit because she's an idiot. She would have deserved that accident. You should not wish harm upon someone. I'm well aware of that, but listen, when you're an idiot, you deserve karma. So it's plain and simple. Just don't be an idiot. It's really not that difficult. Unless you were raised to be an idiot, and then that's your parents' fault. But I don't know. It was annoying. The amount of times that I've almost been killed by cars is primarily by female drivers or older drivers, male or female, doesn't matter. The amount of old men who've blown through red lights is astounding. The amount of old women who have literally hit my body in parking lots because their thick cataracts glasses prevent them from seeing anything is astounding. Absolutely astounding. Now, when I say hit me in a parking lot, I don't actually mean hit me and I went flying, you know, the whole love tap, quote-unquote, thing. It's just, I get it. You might not have someone to, you know, drive you to your doctor's appointment or to get you to the grocery store. But that's what Uber or Lyft or, you know, any other kind of driver service, taxi service is for. It's astounding that older people will risk the lives of everyone else and have no concept of how traffic works. It's so frightening. It's so frightening having an old person drive on a highway 20 miles below the speed limit and then get mad at you when you swerve in front of them because you're trying to get to work. And you can't get to work if you're going 20 miles below the speed limit on a highway. It's frightening. It's a danger. It's an absolute danger. I don't understand why the government is a joke to begin with, let's be completely honest, but why is there no driver's tests like every 6 months? You know, like how you have to renew your license ever so often, like what, every like 6 or 7 years? I don't remember. I think I've renewed my license once when I got it. Since I got it. I got it at 17, I had to renew it once. I'm 27 now. So one renewal out of 10 years of having a license, it doesn't seem right. But it's just a renewing. You just have to pay some kind of fee to, you know, renew your license, which I don't understand. It's just the government, you know, pulling more money out of your corpse. But you should retake a driver's test every single time you renew your license. Because if you suck at driving, you should not be on the road. If you're an old person who cannot see or differentiate between a red light and a green light, you should not be on the road. If you're an old person who's driving 20 miles below the speed limit on a highway, you should not be on the road. Not old person in general, just, you know, any kind of person. It's frightening. It's dangerous. It's not logical. So, who knows? Maybe that'll be instilled at some point. It's just some thoughts. Some thoughts that I've had for fear of my life. That's literally my biggest fear in life. It's not dying alone. It's not never finding true happiness or love or any other of that sappy poem crap. It's old people driving. That's literally my biggest fear in life. I've seen so many accidents because of an old person not knowing the difference between the gas and the brake. How many people have to die because people can't drive correctly? Why is there no license renewal test? It just doesn't make sense. I assumed it would save, you know, taxpayers a crap ton of money for fees and stuff, and less calls for accidents, less hours policemen or women have to be, you know, constantly filling out stupid reports on, oh, this tailgater hit my bumper. Let me fill out a police report and stop traffic for, you know, 3 hours on a highway. People are stupid, and it's frightening how they are allowed to breathe the same oxygen all of us law-abiding citizens have to breathe as well. Of course I'm not a perfect driver. Who the hell is an actual perfect driver? Just, you know when you just want to strangle someone, but you know you can't because you'll be charged with assault? But in your mind, you're just strangling them as you pass them, past a driver, because they're an idiot. So, like, I keep my road rage to myself. I don't actually act out upon it. Because I know the consequences. I just hope that these old people don't hurt anyone else, or cause any more accidents, or young people, or middle-aged people, or any people in between. But if you're 103 and you're wearing thick cataracts glasses, male or female, you should not be behind the wheel. Plain and simple. If your license has been revoked, you should not be behind a wheel. Plain and simple. I hate driving. I'm going to be completely honest. I absolutely hate driving. It is so tedious. I have to go from job to job to job. It's a pain in my ass. And I hate having to deal with different streets, different towns. Sunday drivers are the worst. Because the people who are driving just to drive on Sundays are, middle-aged or older people, so they have no care in the world. Oh, let's go to the diner and see Betty, because she's worked there for 70 years, and, she knows our order perfectly. Meanwhile, everyone else and their mother's trying to get to work, because not all of us have the luxury of not working on a weekend. Not all of us have the luxury of, just a standard 5 days a week, 40 hours a week kind of living. Times are very different. Very different. Obviously, the revolution is upon us. Things are changing as we speak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I make very fat cranes. I just noticed that. Well, good. 3. Yeah. So, driving. I don't like it. On my second car throughout my lifetime. Got my first car when I was 17, 18. I don't remember, but one thing after another, and just things kept breaking, and it was just such a money pit. The final straw, I just junked it. I got $200 for the junking the car. I was so annoyed. But then with this car now, I've had it for a few years now. A couple years. A few years, I think. 3. Going on 3. Almost 3 years. I don't like it, but it gets me from point A to point B. I've had one tire blown out once. I haven't died. I'm still alive, so we have the car to thank for that. It's gotten me through a lot of snowfalls, that's for sure. And it's not a snow car, so for me to figure out how to actually, drive it in the snow, that was tedious. Side note, black paper is hard. I can barely see these creases. This is going to be a wonky crane. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. With this challenge thing, if I mess up, I mess up. I'm not going to throw paper out. If it's got folds on it, it's got folds on it. These are my wishes, right? That the gods are going to grant me. So, or one solid wish that the gods are going to grant me after I make them all. I'm really not too clear with how this Senbazuru thing works. Bazuru. But shall see. Should be entertaining. I guess I'll do themed stories each sit down to keep myself occupied. Might get real deep life lessons and stuff as time progresses. God, if I'm only doing 5 cranes a sit down, that's 200. It's 200 videos. It's gonna be it's a project, that's for sure. Should be funny though. I actually think I do this wrong. Yeah, these are fat cranes. You know what? I'm keeping these fat cranes. You stay fat, little crane. Black one does look nice, though. Still can't see these creases very well, but Maybe I should wear my glasses. That would help, wouldn't it? As you can see to my left, your right, Sam over here has a bunch of Easter eggs near him. So, 'tis the season for the Easter egging. I miss Easter egg hunts. They were a lot of fun as a kid. Your relatives would, put change and little candies in them and throw them all in your, right there, whoever's backyard. You get older and life becomes less fun. You have to be all responsible and adult. Let me tell you, as a millennial, it's quite impossible to adult when inflation has prevented everyone from doing anything. You need money to actually succeed in a dream. You don't just need talent to do anything, you need finance. You need some kind of substantial income. The only thing that's actually successful enough, from my experience, is some kind of medical field, some kind of law or attorney, or if you work with money, banking, accountant, something to that extent. Just because you go to a fancy college for 4 years and spend tens of thousands of dollars on a singular piece of paper means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You went to 4 years of school for business? Great. You're going to live at home for the rest of your life. And that's where society is now. It'll change. I might be dead by that point, but no, I don't think so. The way that everything's been turning down since this new quote-unquote chain of command has commenced, it's been quite interesting. And it's still infuriating how baby boomers don't understand how the internet works and why the world is so small because of us millennial and Gen Zers who are interacting everywhere all the time, multitasking every time of the day on all 7 continents to make sure that our future and our children's future is what we actually need it to be: sustainable, not profitable. Because profits are killing the world. Wow, who would have thought that paper would be so enlightening? Can't wait to see what else comes from this. Should be quite the task. If I ever break out into song, it was probably a weird day. If I ever start using big words, I will not apologize, because words are a good thing. 5. I actually lost count. I don't remember what time I started. 15-ish, 18-ish minutes ago. Maybe. I should actually set the timer on my watch as a stopwatch, but who would have thought to do that? 5 down, 995 to go.